Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in Skyfire War. I'm going to feature my 6 war flags with commentary, and the defense that I have this war is Song Jiang at the tank position. I've also got Li Q on the left wing, Dueler on the left flank, Bartholomew on the right flank, and Sable on the right wing. I'm trying to keep Bartholomew and Sable together because they obviously work really well together because of the 50% healing from Sable or any other fox, and obviously that's going to have an effect on Bartholomew and the feeds that he gives. That's something that personally I have had a hard time with, and I know a lot of other players as well. It worked out pretty well last war. I've only gotten attacked once so far, I think, and I think I was one-shotted actually. Yeah, right there, and I think that's all I've been attacked so far at this point. So hopefully I'm able to make a couple stops the rest of this war. And before I get started, I do want to remind everybody I am a member of the Guardians family of alliances. We have 17 total alliances ranging from beginner and starter alliances to mid-level alliances to several competitive alliances, including my alliance, the Praetorian Guardians, where we are a top 25 alliance when full, and we are actually looking for one member. So if you are looking for a top level alliance, hit me up on the Line app or on Discord. My contact information for both will be in the description of the video. And then we're looking for a few members for Guardians Whoop Ass, which is another top 100 alliance that we have. And then we've got a couple other alliances looking for people. So we've got something for everybody. If you're looking to try a new alliance, hit me up and I'm sure I can find a home for you. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, we're going to go up against this Bernadette tank team. They've also got Astrid, Song Jiang, Dueler and Li Q. I've got 3 different colors of counters for Bernadette with Oni Wakamaru and the Undispellable Taunt, along with Lord Loki to copy her special. I've got Damon, who makes it so that one enemy cannot cast any status effects on enemies or allies for 3 turns. And then I've got Medea for the shifting mindless attack. I do need to be careful with Li Q and Song Jiang because they do cleanse a random status ailment if they get a critical hit with their special. And then of course Dueler also makes it so that all of her allies cannot gain any ailments. But this team usually works out very well for me in non-rush war because of the fact that Oni Wakamaru gets his special in just 5 tiles and Damon gets his special in 6 tiles. Medea in 7. I do need 9 tiles for Lord Loki, of course. But let's see how this first flag goes. I have a ton of yellow tiles. Not what I need, unfortunately. Let's start off with the 3 yellows, or rather the 3 purples on the bottom left. I'm going to match the 5 yellows. That's going to make it so I can match some reds the following turn. Or actually, I'm sorry, a cascade of reds, even better. Now, I need 4 more purples or 3 more reds. If I hit the yellow diamond, I can match 3 reds the next turn. That's going to put 4 tiles up against Bernadette. I don't think it's going to create any cascades, because all 3 of those purple tiles on the bottom will move up 1. I might actually be okay, unless if there's a green tile that comes underneath the 2 greens in the middle. I don't really feel like I have a lot of options, unfortunately. You know what? Let's try doing a safer play with the 3 greens on the left, I think, maybe. There's really nothing over there. I mean, if I get a lucky purple, then I'd be okay. I really don't like this board. I think I'm going to hit the yellow diamond. Because then I can match the 3 reds all the way on the right next turn. Alright, here's hoping there's no green tile coming underneath. Of course, we got a purple and then a green. Oh my god. That's going to set up Bernie, isn't it? Oh, I got Oni Wakamaru with the Cascade. Oh my god, that worked out. I'll take it. All right. Now, let's match the 4 purples or the blues. Let's match the 3 blues up against Sung Jiang. That will give me Oni Wakamaru. And nice cascade with the purples. Awesome. Cool. Let's use Dia-chan to heal. I'm of course going to copy Bernadette special with Lord Loki. And then I'm going to use the shifting Miles attack on... Actually, you know what? I might hold on to her. Or do I just want to attack the 3 on the left here? Yeah, let's attack the 3 on the left. Because I definitely want to kill Astra as quickly as possible so that she does not revive anybody, especially Bernadette. Alright, now... let's match these 3 purples to set off that cascade of reds up top so I can get Damon, and Bernadette is dead. Perfect. Let's use Damon on Astrid. Right? Yeah. Alright. Now... I am gonna hit the purple dragon, I think. Let's use my dragon first, and then I'm gonna hit the purple dragon. Alright, let's use Dia-chan to heal, or should I wait a couple turns until some more damage hits me? Yeah, let's wait a couple turns. I am gonna ghost these 3 red tiles to get Damon back, though. Alright, let's use Dia-chan, and then I'm going to see if I can kill off Astrid with Damon. Not quite. Let's match the 3 purples up against Sung Jiang. And let's just kill the 2 on the left with Medea. Gonna hold on to Oni Wakamaru since the painting should wear off momentarily. Let's ghost these greens, and then I can ghost some purples, or a purple diamond next turn, actually. I will take that. Don't set off dueler filler. God damn it. At least I got everybody special. Damon does dispel, so let's use Damon first. Oh, let's use Oni Wakamaru. Let's use Damon first to dispel Lee Q, and then I'm going to use Lord Loki to copy Lee Q's special. And then let's use Medea on Lee Q. I'm going to hit the purple diamond, which will give me a Medea back. And nice cascade with the reds. We can use that on dueler filler so that no additional buffs can get cast, and this battle should be over in a couple turns. Is Duelfra going to kill herself? No, the minions did. All right. We are 1 for 1 to start off this war. With my second flag, we're going to bring almost the same exact team up against another Bernadette tank team. They've also got Astrid, they've got the new blue cat Vernix, they've got Gurik, and they've got Sung Jiang. Oni Wakamaru, Dia-chan, Medea, and Lord Loki, of course, are repeats from the last team that I had. And then I've got Toon Sortana in here because I really want to try to do that extra damage to Astrid. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to take out Sartana and bring in Mordowitch instead, because Mordowitch is going to be more useful against Gurik also. Where are you, Mordowitch? There you are. Yeah. And I might switch out the dragon also. I want to take a look at what the class is on these guys. This one is a paladin. I might just keep this one that I have. I don't have the assist skill on this one leveled up that much, and I don't really have enough to get it up there. What is Sparky? Barbarian. This one is a sorcerer, actually, so that would help out Mordowitch a little bit more. Not a great assist skill, obviously, since it's a 3-star 3-star hero, 250 damage and 100 bird damage. What does Nightwing do? 350 and 150, really not that much of a difference. And Nightwing gives 20, 15, and 15. The 3-star gives 15, 10, and 12. Yeah, we'll stick with Wing. All right, let's go into battle with this. All right. We should be able to get our blues for Oni Wakamaru very quickly. Let's match the 3 blues up against Guruk first. Didn't really want that cascade, but let's match the 3 yellows on the top left over here, and I'll match the blues over there next turn. Let's match the blues up against Astrid. Not the cascade I wanted. All right, let's match, or rather use Oni Wakamaru. Or do I actually want to hold on to him for a turn? Bernadette has Moth Dust, and I'd like to try... You know what? Let's use Oni Wakamaru because I'm about to get Lord Loki. I'm going to match the 3 purples horizontally, which is going to set off that cascade of reds, and then the blues directly after that. Nice cascade with those purples also. Let's use Lord Loki to copy Bernadette's special. Turn everybody into paintings. Perfect timing before Guruk went off. Although it would have dispelled it anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. I am going to hit the purple diamond right now, which will set off that cascade of purples on the left. Nice damage to Astrid. Let's use Dia-chan to heal and to give me those minions over there. Need one more match from Morlich. I'm going to hold on to Medea. Let's match the blues and reds on the left over here. I can use Medea now that I've got Oni Wakamaru again, which I'm going to hold on to him. Let's match the 3 greens over here so I can match the purples next turn, which will give me Mordowich. I kind of just want to kill off Astrid before there's any chance of... How many more turns is the paintings for? Only 1 more turn. Yeah, let's kill off Astrid. Now, let's use the purple dragon. I am going to match the 3 reds up against, forget his name, the blue cat. Let's match the 3 yellows up against him again. Nice cascade with the blues. Let's set off Oni Wakamaru since I've got the ×2 charge. And I'm going to have Lord Loki again this next turn. Which we can copy Bernadette again. I love the Oni Wakamaru Lord Loki combination in non-Rush War. Some people have questioned me doing that before, but Oni Wakamaru really helps set up Lord Loki because it's very rare you're going to get 9 blue tiles every time you go up against Bernadette, but 5 blue tiles for Oni Wakamaru, again, to set up Lord Loki is a lot more of a possibility. Okay, so we're a little stuck here right now. Let's match the 3 greens all the way on the left. Nice. Now we can go 3 purples. Got a little lucky there, not going to complain. Let's use Dia-chan to heal, and I'm going to use Medea's Shifting Miles attack on Bernadette, of course. The cat died for the first time, but is revived, of course. Let's match these 3 blues over here, and that killed Bernadette. Awesome. All right, we are in very good shape right now. I am going to use Oni Wakamaru because the cat's about to go off. Can't remember the name, so I'm just going to call him the cat. What is his name anyway? Vernix. Let's match the 3 yellows all the way on the left. Actually, yeah. Don't like the fact that Song Jiang is going to go off soon, although those 3 purples might be my savior. Let's use Mordowich on Song Jiang or Uruk. Let's use it on Song Jiang. Let's match the 3 yellows, see if I can get a blue underneath. We did get one. Not in the right spot, but I'll take it. Let's match the 3 blues, and Song Jiang is dead. Perfect. Let's match the 3 purples here. Hoping it doesn't set off. It did set them off barely. Man. It's going to reduce the mana. Oh, it didn't actually. Okay. Let's use Diachan, and then let's use a Shifting Miles attack on Guruk. Hopefully the Cleric class does not block it. We do need to get this battle moving along a little. I do not want to be stuck with a timeout. Alright. The cat's dead. Forgot his name already again. Guruk's going off. That's alright. Let's ghost these 3 blue tiles. Let's copy Guruk special since Lord Loki's about to die. Let's match these 3 yellows. Oh, okay, yeah, the Slime Revive is gonna work. Okay, good. Right? Yep, perfect. Although, actually, yeah, we gotta get this battle moving. Nice. Don't die, Mordowich, please. Please don't die. I really need that Mega Fiend on Guruk. Awesome. Alright, we are 2 for 2 now. With my next flag, we're going to go up against another Bearded tank team. They've also got Astrid, Thaffer, Sable, and Li Q. I've got Kushanku for the mindless attack in just 5 tiles. I've got Sludges for the dancing effect, Ceres who silences and withers away attack and growth. I've got Grovert for the Mega Fiend. Gluzmer has the same effect as Daemon, where one enemy cannot cast any status effects for 3 turns. He's also got a couple other things with a very strong snipe. So I've got 3 different colors of counters for Bernadette, and actually I may take out Grovert. No, I don't want to take out Grovert. All right, let's go into battle with this. A little bit of a weird hodgepodge 2-1-1-1 team, but let's see how it works. I'm gonna start off with the 3 yellows on the bottom, I think. Yeah. Not the cascade I wanted. All right. Let's match the 4 blues up top. Don't keep on going with the cascading. Okay. All right. So I need 1 more match of yellows to get Kushanku. I think if I match the 3 yellows up against Thaffer, I should be okay. I'm going to wait to use Grovert also because I want to put the Mega Fiend on Astrid or Sable probably. All right, let's match the 3 yellows up against Thaffer. I don't think there should be any cascades. Thank you. Oof. All right, let's use the mindless attack on Bernadette. And then I'm going to put the Mega Fiend on Astrid. And then let's probably do some tile dumping. Trying to see what the best option is here. I do also want to get the yellows activated for when Thaffer goes off. Let's match the 4 purples up against Bernadette. Maybe we can get a yellow on the bottom. We did get 1 yellow. Nice. I'm going to use Sludges, or should I wait? Yeah, let's wait. Let's match these 3 purples over here. Nice cascade with the blues. Let's use Sludges now since the mouse attack wore off of Bernadette. And then I'm going to wait to use Glusmer. I'm going to match the 3 yellows up against... Actually, you know what? I want the reds. I want Ceres. Especially where everybody's mana is pretty full. I need a little bit more mana for Astrid would be nice. But I'm not going to get picky here. Let's use Ceres. And then let's match the 3 yellows over here so I can get Kushanku back. Didn't really want that cascade, but I guess I'll take it. And then I want to start doing some damage to Sable. Let's use the Miles attack on... Oh, crap. I completely forgot that Astrid was on this defense with the Bard and the dancing only lasted 1 turn. That's unfortunate. I'm going to want to put the Miles attack back on Bernadette then. Even though she's asleep, she's going to come out of that sleep very quickly. Let's use the dragon. And then I'm going to use the Miles attack on Bernadette. I should have waited till after Lee Q went off, though, because he has a chance to dispel a random ailment. That was a bad move, actually. Damn it. Of course, nobody is really charged for me. Let's match these reds. Maybe I can get a cascade to set off Bernie before Lee Q. Nope. And Bernie is asleep. I think I'm screwed, though. At least Astrid's dead. Let's ghost these 3 blues. I think I'm going to have to weather the storm of Bernie's paintings. Because I do not see a way out of this. Alright, we're going to speed this battle up, though. Oh, Grover actually avoided it. Put the Mega Fiend on Lee Q. many more turns I have the paintings for? One more turn. Cool. Let's match the 3 reds here so I can get Ceres. Do not set off Bernie again. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I can't believe that happened. Alright. And maybe should have fled. Gonna do this. I can ghost the 3 reds next turn. See if I can get lucky with something. Yeah. If Astra revives Lee Q, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I should have just fled. Yeah. I should have fled when Astra was dead. Definitely not my best flag. Let's see what kind of damage we can do before Sable comes out of the ghost form. And that's going to do it. We're 2 for 3. With my next flag, we're going to go up against this dueler filler tank team. They've also got Astrid, Hrothgar, Wusong, and Grover. I've got 4 yellows, including my new toy, Rat Grub. He casts a Mega Minion on himself that deals, I think, 250% damage to all enemies every time another ally casts their special skill. I've got 4 Holy Heroes on the same team, so the plan is to cast all 4 of them at the same time. I've also got Orker as another healer of a different color in case if I don't get any yellows. Let's see how this 4th flag goes. And we have a very good amount of yellows. I am going to start off with the 4 yellows on the left, I think. Yeah. Now, let's match the 3 purple so I can match some yellows next turn. I'm going to match the 3 yellows vertically, hoping I get a yellow somewhere in the bottom. Did not get one. But we can match some yellows next turn. Please don't set off dueler floor, thank you. All right, let's use Orker first. He's going to give me some attack growth. And then I am going to match the 3 reds in the middle and then the yellows after. No, I don't want to do that because that could set off Hrothgar. And I don't want to do that. So let's just match the 3 yellows. Perfect. We've got all of our specials, and obviously we are going to attack the 2 on the left since Astrid is the reviver. Let's use Rat Grub first. And then I'm going to use Salnus to silence somebody. Let's silence Grover so I don't have to deal with the Mega Fiend. Or do I want to silence Hrothgar? Yeah, let's silence Hrothgar. And both hits hit Hrothgar, which is not really what I wanted, but I guess I'll take it. All right, let's use Satin Pimenter against Astrid. And then I'm going to hold on to Cleopatra until after Grover goes off because Cleopatra can actually get rid of the Mega Fiend that Grover gives. Oh man, the Mega Fiend replaced the Mega Minion. That's not cool. Now let's match these 3 yellows up against Wusong. Nice Cascade. We've got Orker. Let's use that. And then the yellow dragon. And then match these 3 yellows over here. Astrid's about to go off. Not ideal. Let's ghost these 4 blues, which will give me Orker. Hrothgar is revived. That's actually going to make me get mana for Salnus. Not enough, though, but that was. Okay, cool. Let's use Orker first, and then I'm going to use Salnus on Astrid. Of course, the damage went down to 1. Cool. Let's match these blues over here. Nice Cascade of blues. Don't set off Hrothgar again. Alright, that yellow Cascade's going to kill me. Alright, we've got all of our specials. Let's use Rat Grub first. And then Orker. And then I'm going to use Salnus on Astrid. Alright, Astrid's dead, and Grover is going to be dead right now. Awesome. Alright, we are 3 for 4, back on the win column. With my 5th flag, we're going to go up against the Sarastank team. They've also got Freyawaru, the new yellow Taunt Moth Fergiant, Songjiang, and Gardared. They've got 2 moths that are going to cast Moth Dust every single turn. So I've got 2 dwarves and 2 fawns who will resist the Moth Dust and actually gain mana each time Moth Dust is attempted on them. I've got Rosalind as another healer. She has a cleric class, so she'll have a chance to resist the Moth Dust, but she also has the Guard Rally that removes wither effects every 4 turns. So if Saris is able to go off, then I'll be able to remove that every 4 turns. I've got Vard to wither away them, along with Ixen. Bramble is another healer, also a cleanser. I've got a green dragon Marmora who will also cleanse me as well. Let's see how this 5th flag goes. I'd really like to get Rosalind's Mega Minion early if we can. So let's start off with the yellows and blues on the right, I think. Yeah. And of course, Rosalind has Moth Dust. All right. Let's match the 3 blues up top so I can match a green dragon, or green diamond next turn, rather. Nice Cascade of yellows. And of course, everybody's silenced except Tamlin. Not cool. All right, let's match the 3 yellows on the left so that when the silence does go away, I've got Rosalind. Man. I think if I hit the green diamond, I think I need 1 more green tile probably to get more on my dragon. Let's match the... Man. Let's match the 3 purples over here. Let's match the 3 purples again. That's going to give me Tamlin. Don't set off Songjiang. All right, let's use Tamlin. And that actually silenced everybody because of somebody's passive to cleanse. Okay, cool. We're going to be in good shape now. All right, I am now going to... Should be resisted of the silence. Yeah, 1 more turn. Cool. All right, I'm going to hit the green diamond so that I can heal with... what's his name? Bramble. Don't kill Ixen, please. Thank you. Okay, let's use Bramble, and then Rosalind, and then I'm going to use Ixen. Let's match these 3 purples here. Bard. Let's use Vard now. And then I need to do some tile dumping here. Let's match the 3 reds up top. That'll set off a cascade of blues underneath. I was really hoping that was going to kill Ceres, but not quite. That blue dragon's definitely going to kill Ceres, though. Especially with the purple tiles. Perfect. And Ferdiant is dead as well. Guard red going off is going to gain mana for everybody, of course. Let's use Tamlin. Ghost these 3 purples, which will give me Vard back. Just kidding. That is going to kill everybody left. All right. We are 4 for 5 now. With my last flag, we're going to go up against another Bearded tank team. They've also got Astrid, Medea, Jolyon, and Li Q. I've got 3 very hard-hitting blues. I've got Sable as a Reviver, Healer, Cleanser, and then Toon Vivica as well as another healer. I've got 3 Toons who will have a 75% chance to resist the painting if I'm not able to get any tiles. But if I can get a couple matches of blues, then Bearded's going to be dead pretty quick. We've got 3 blues. Not going to match them right away. I want to see if I can somehow get a blue underneath them so I can match 4 blues. Let's match the 3 reds vertically, see if I can get lucky with a green on the bottom or a blue to match the other one. Nope. I think I might need to match the 3 blues now. Let's match the 3 reds up against Jolyon. Of course, the blues. Let's match these 3 purples. Got a couple blues. Let's match the 3 blues up against Bernadette. Maybe I can get a blue in the bottom, and we did, and she's going to be dead. Nice. Very happy with how that played out. Awesome. Okay. Let's use Sable. I'm going to match this yellow diamond. I'm going to match the green diamond, I think. Yeah, let's see if we can get a blue somewhere in the middle. We did. Nice. Okay, cool. That's going to give me my blue specials. Perfect. Nice. With Sable in the ghost form. All right. What is this shenanigan over here? 75% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage. Gets a wooden doll minion when the effect ends or is removed or replaced. Can only happen once. Okay. Let's use Richard. See if they dodge it first. It did. Okay. Now let's use Magni on Astrid. Now let's use Hogni. Awesome. Okay. Now let's match these 3 blues up top to set off that cascade of yellows. Let's use my blue dragon. Li Q is going to go off. Not ideal. Let's hit the green dragon. Got a blue. Nice cascade with that also. Let's use Vivica. I'm going to use Sable in case if Bernadette gets revived, and let's use Magni on Li Q. Of course, he dodged it. Great. To this yellow diamond. A massive red diamond. Please do not revive Bernadette. Of course. All right. Let's hold off on Vivica since she's not going to do much. Give me a blue tile. Oh my god, I can't believe I got lucky with that blue tile. Wow. Richard has the Miles attack. Great maneuver to Sable in the ghost form. All right, how many more turns do you have the taunt for? Lee Q. Wow, that's a small taunt. 2 more turns. All right, we can get past that. Let's match the 3 blues over here. Let's hit the red diamond, I think. Yeah. Let's attack the left side over here. Gonna use Vivica because I'm gonna match these yellow tiles right now. Hoping to get a blue somewhere. Okay. Not ideal that Lee Q is going off. Here that's gonna go off again in a couple turns. I need to get this battle moving. Let's match these 3 yellows so I can match 3 blues next turn against Medea. Give me another blue. Alright, got a couple. Again, Bernadette got revived. Oh my god. Alright, at least my tunes resisted. That's a plus. Let's match the blues up against Bernadette again. She's dead again a 3rd time. Let's use my blue dragon, use Magni. Let's match the blues up against Jolyon. Let's use Richard. Might as well use these guys. At least Medea's going to go off and probably attack them. Been really cool if Medea died from that. Nice cascade with the blues. Jolyon is dead. Don't set off. Thank you. Now let's use Sable. Vivica. We need to try to kill off. Astrid. Match these over here so I can match the blues next turn. Please do not revive Bernadette again. Thank you. He is dead. Nice cascade with the blues. Please kill. Almost. The Arctic Core should kill him, though. And then I can use the other 2 to attack Astrid. Perfect. And the dragon was enough to kill Astrid, even though I had 2 specials left. All right, so we ended up going 5 for 6. I went 3 for 4 against Bernadette tank teams, and then we went 2 for 2 against other tanks. Right now, we have 5,025 points with 47 flags left. They've got 2230 with 119 flags left, so it is way too early to decide the outcome of this war, but feeling pretty good with my performance. 278 went 5 for 6. Feel like I could have won that other flag. I feel like I played it definitely a little bit wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at that flag actually, but let me know how your Skyfire war went, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful. If you did, hit that like button, make sure you're sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.